food drives, and etc. Stay tuned by following us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter at Detroit Israelite.
Ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing. I don't hear one word they saying. This shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Circle up and stay alert. Another cop can stretch the nigga. He and David, it's an exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. You took that open blood, then you know I'm gon' get active with you. Fuck the opposition, I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spin, I ain't listening. Is it fact the If revenge was a woman, now I stroke that bitch like Jagger. So time war, we gon' run the summer. It's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't do that. Bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young gang. How you real triggered on them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? What he saying something, I ain't hear him. This shit like it ain't on who got the gun, it's on who gon' up that pipe first. I turn a bad situation to a game change. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chains. Bring shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand and feed you, you won't never get that hand back. He bitching about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Nobody won't be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. I'm a certified rubber ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, I'm with that hollow sign, yeah, this the rim accord. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still about my bread, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get it, boy, lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his gang, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
So let me show you how to
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my houses. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right.
Was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road. That a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, saved facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Make me the slavery, draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Cracking the sky, nuclear missiles are making it official. I'm capturing every every crack of surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be, slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
No remorse in my blood cell, it won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms, watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5, I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell, praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words, ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mass shooters. There was design 5 for our babies to pass through. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
You see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
We live. Most High Christ. Hey, Shalom, Israel. This Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Hachaanakah. We've been bringing this truth since 1969 to so-called Black and Hispanic people. You know what I mean? The knowledge according to the Bible that we are the true Israelites according to that Bible right there. You know what I mean? And Lord willing, me and my brothers, we go out through the 4 corners of the earth and push Christ. You know what I'm saying? That, as it pertains to the Bible. Once again, you rocking out with Officer Shawat, holding it down out the Detroit zone under mighty men that's much better than myself. So when we come out and we bring this knowledge out, it's not coming from us, it's coming from the Most High. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, I always like to start the matter of fact, do you know how to check questions on there? Yeah, see if we got any questions before we get into the topic. You know what I mean? We want to say Salaki to Israel for the late start, but Lord willing, we're gonna get you and convey this information that you need to hear tonight, man. You understand that part right there? No questions. Yes. No questions. Most High Christ. So what I like to do, especially in history, to kind of convey and get brothers and sisters in the spirit on what history is about. Always start with Job 8:8, because that's a beautiful scripture, and it's also a order. You know what I'm saying, to the children of Israel, what they should do as it pertains to history. So let's get Job 8:8 real quick.
In the book of Job, chapter 8 and verse 8.
That's right. For
inquire, I pray thee, of the former age.
So what does that mean right there? It's inquire these things from the former age. What is the former age talking about? You understand what your forefathers went through. You know what I'm saying? The history that they went through, the atrocities that they went through. Not only the atrocities, but you also need to search how they succeeded in the truth. Right. You understand? And who succeeded the most as far as when it came to the law and keeping instructions according to God? Who was the coldest in keeping that law right there? Yo, man.
The Israelites.
Well, no, what man in the nation was the best at doing? There you go, right there. That's the whole point. That's why he said in Matthew 5, I believe 5:48. You know what I'm saying? Think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets, meaning the prophets that was in the Old Testament. So we have to search these things out and look at how our forefathers operated in the earth. You know what I'm saying? Long before we came around. So let's get Job 8 and 8. Keep reading.
Sir. For inquire, I pray thee.
Go ahead.
Of the former age.
Of the what?
Of the former age.
Go ahead.
And prepare thyself to search of their fathers.
You need to prepare yourself for the search of your fathers, meaning where they made mistakes and where they succeeded. Right. You understand what type of feast days did they hold? You understand? If you know that, you won't get caught up in Christmas and Thanksgiving and all that garbage. You'll keep the Passover. Right. You'll keep the Feast of Purim. Right. You understand that part right there? The Day of Atonement, afflicting your soul. You understand that part right there? If you search out what your forefathers did, like the scripture's saying right here, keep going.
Verse 9. For we are but of yesterday.
We are what?
Are but of yesterday.
Precept. What does that mean? We are but of yesterday. I always open my history classes up like this. We are that of yesterday. What does that mean?
So I can serve our mate.
I'll help you out. Go ahead. You can.
It's like, we are our forefathers, and they are us.
That's it right there. But I need the precept. Actually, it's 2 precepts to this right here. But keep reading what you got. I'm about to pull it for you.
And know nothing.
Know what?
And know nothing.
Why we don't know? Why don't we know anything? Because you're not searching and doing what the Lord told us to do. If you could, but I'm sorry, can you pass me that phone real quick? So lucky. If you don't know what your forefathers did or went through, you're not gonna know what to do. You know what I mean? Right now, in 2022. Is that it on that? Okay, no sweat. I'm gonna get the precept on this one real quick. We're gonna keep moving forward. We got a late start. We may go over, may not. So let's give me Ecclesiastes 1 and 9.
In the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1 and verse 9. The thing that have been.
The thing that have what?
Have been.
Go ahead.
It is that which shall be.
The thing that have been shall be. Just like when you answered that question, you said we are our forefathers recycled back in the earth. That's the whole point of history. If you don't know history, you're gonna keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. And that's kind of how Black and Hispanic people live, man. That's what we suffer from right there. It's called insanity. You know what I'm saying? You keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. You ain't gonna do it. You're not gonna get a different result because why? You don't know your history. You don't know the rules to follow. What do our people know? Turning up and partying until they fall out in the street every night, every weekend night. That's it. Instead of holding the Passover, where you at? You got a Christmas tree up. When the prophet Jeremiah was specific and said, don't follow the way of the heathen. Because he said a Christmas tree up in the house. Don't do this. Black people, Hispanic people. And because you don't follow these instructions that the Lord has left us, we on the bottom of every nation across the globe. You don't have a military. You understand? You don't even have the dietary laws for real. You understand? You in your mind, you eat shrimp, crab, and lobster, and what does America consider that? A delicacy. Go ahead.
Precept, sir.
Let's go.
In the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
They're destroyed from what?
For a lack of knowledge.
Because you don't know your nationality. You think God love everybody and I can behave like these heathens. We're destroyed as a nation of people, man. We just destroyed, man. We don't get it. A stiff-necked and rebellious people. And I got news for Black and Hispanic people. Without the laws of God, You are a joke in this kingdom, man.
Right.
It's a joke. You understand? You wonder why you're so destroyed and keep going through these atrocities and like you just said, being destroyed because you're not doing what the Most High that created the heavens and the earth told you to do. You understand? And when we go out there and tell our people, you understand, don't eat these foods. You understand? Sis, you cannot be a whore. Well, because why? God said it. There should be no whores in the daughters of Zion. You understand? Same with you, Negro. You can't be a whoremonger. Go ahead. Otherwise, you're gonna end up with some illnesses that's gonna destroy you. Like you just said. Go ahead. You can go ahead.
If I could, sir, like when you said that's heavy that you said our people, we just lost. Shaquille O'Neal, he said a statement about Kyrie Irving saying that he's an idiot because of what his stance he's taking. But Shaquille O'Neal didn't even know that he invests in movie theaters. His movie theater actually played Hebrews to Negroes before, and he didn't even know that.
He didn't even know that because why? He's destroyed from a lack of knowledge, and he's just concerned about getting that bag. That's it. Just getting the bag. Meanwhile, you took pictures with my brothers and sisters in that restaurant. Shout out to Naquan and them brothers down there in their Carolina zone. You know what I'm saying? They got a picture with Shaq because he knew who the hell they was. That's who the real celebrities is in the earth. You understand? The brothers and sisters that standing firm on his truth and going out there and do what the Most High instructed us to do. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep reading.
And that which is done is that which shall be done.
Go ahead.
And there is no new thing under the sun.
There's no what?
No new thing under the sun.
What does that mean right there? That part. There's nothing new under the sun. What does that mean?
It's like, sir, if I may, basically meaning history repeats itself.
We've been recycled in the earth. We was probably in Jerusalem walking around and can't even remember. You know what I'm saying? Like you probably been in this earth many times and you can't remember the former age. That's in the Bible. You understand? Keep reading.
Verse 10. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new?
This is what?
See, this is new. It have been already of old time, which was before us.
You see that part right there? This is the whole point of the scripture right here, to show you nothing new under the sun, and you have to search out the history of your forefathers so you can have the proper education to move forward in this kingdom. You understand? And where you is right now, current time. Give me Jeremiah 1:5 real quick. It goes right with this scripture. I love to open this class up with these couple few precepts because it's proven to you why is there even a history class incorporated in this organization, so you can know what your forefathers did. You get my point? So you can know what to do, you can know not what to do. All right, let's get Jeremiah 1:5.
In the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1 and verse 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee.
You see that? The Most High knew you before you even got in your mama's womb. I knew thee before I formed thee. Why? Because you've been here before. That's what I just said. That's what the scripture just said. Let's read it again.
Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee.
How did he sanctify thee? How did we get sanctified? After you came out the womb. Who knows? Go ahead. Shoot for
it. Sir, is it by keeping the law, statutes?
That's it. That's the whole point right there. That's what's going to sanctify you. You know the rules of God. And you know what's right and you know what's wrong. That's why we got instructed to search out the history of our forefathers. So we can't keep doing the same dumb ish every time. Expecting a different result. Keep going.
Salaki.
Mm-hmm.
And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nation.
He did what?
And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nation.
Every nation is going to hear the doctrine of Christ get pushed. That's in the Bible as well. You understand? And he ordained, but before he knew you was going to be pushing the truth among these nations that's over the top of you. You understand? Just like we was at big ups to all my brothers that was at camp. I'm sidebarring just a little bit. Just like we was at camp on Saturday, last Saturday just passed. All the nations that walk by, they hear the truth.
Right.
Some of them know it's the truth, and guess what happened? Amalek, man, walked up and dropped the blue strip in the bucket, man.
Damn right.
You understand? Because he know why? Because he know what we saying is the truth, man. Yeah, and he had to do. You know why he did that? Because he knew what I was saying was the truth. It was the oracles of God, not my words or Commander Jehoiada's words. I'm speaking directly from the holy scrolls of the Most High.
Damn right.
You understand? Keep going.
Verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
Then said I, Lord God, behold, I cannot speak, for I am a child. Verse 7. But the Lord said unto me, say not, I am a child, for thou shalt go to all that I shall send thee.
You see that? Every nation is going to hear the doctrine of Christ, man. And that's when you see any brother laced up in boots under this UPK banner, the Lord sent us to go out there and do that, man, and tell you the truth according to God. And cut through the lies that Christianity and Islam has been lying and telling our people for 400 years, man.
Right.
You understand that part right there? So that's the whole point. So with that being said, we're going to get into our topic. I just want to shed a little light on, you understand, the so-called Native American Indians and the tribe of Gad, because obviously it's some people that's uneducated on what the truth is according to the tribe of Gad. They are God's chosen people, man. That's why they go through the same hell and atrocities Black and Hispanic people go through, because why? The Lord is not with them because they're doing things that the Most High said not to do. There's no way around that part right there. If you're not keeping these laws, if you're not doing what the Most High told you to do, your life is not going to work, especially in this captivity under the devil that you up under. You understand? Esau, man. So let's get that first article I sent to you. Appreciate it. We're going to get into a little history on, like I said, that northern tribe, the tribe of Gad, which are Israelites, you understand? But if you're not in the UPK, you ain't going to know that for real. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to prove it to you according to archaeology right here. The tribe of Gad, let's go.
What, the first one you
sent? The first one I sent you, yep. You can go in order.
Trail of Tears, History.com. At the beginning of the 1830s, nearly 125,000 Native Americans lived on millions of acres of land in Georgia.
And where was they at?
Georgia.
They was here first, man. 125,000 of them. They was in the land of Georgia. And we about to show you how much of a devil your oppressor is and what he made them do. Keep going.
Tennessee, Alabama, North Carolina, and Florida.
So we're talking about that southern zone. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of over 100,000 Gadites in that zone at that time. Keep going.
Their ancestors, Florida land, their ancestors had occupied and cultivated for generations.
They did what?
Had occupied and cultivated for generations.
Let's get the definition of cultivated. They've been there for generations. You understand? Way before so-called Christopher Columbus came and lied and said he discovered this land, and the tribe of Gad was already here. You understand? When Christopher Columbus got here, he didn't even know how to survive through the winters, man. He learned that from the North American Indians on how to survive. And then when he figured things out, he knew that buffalo was a main source on how Indians would survive during that time in the cold. And guess what he did? You understand? The devil killed all the buffalo. You understand? And put smallpox in their blankets, man. This man right here is an untamed beast that cannot be tamed. Only thing that can tame him is the spirit of the Most High. That's it. Otherwise, you're going to see him continue to do his job excellently, which he's been on earth put to do. To be a whooping stick to you Israelites. And so you can see this man is not with you. You understand? Just like if I teach a baby cub who the enemy is, I'm gonna say, well, you gotta watch out for the hyenas. And that's what we teach our people, man. We're gonna teach our people who the enemy is according to the Bible. Alright, so let's keep reading.
The definition of cultivate, to prepare or prepare and use for the raising of crops.
You see that? I just said it. You know what I'm saying? The North American Indians, they knew how to use these crops and use the buffalo to survive through those winters. And your oppressor figured out that these people depend on these animals. Guess what he did? He killed so many buffalo, it was stacked higher than a building. All you got to do is look it up. It's in history. That's how many buffalo he killed, because he wanted to conquer these people. You understand? And that was Esau's blessing, to rule the fatness of the earth with the tip of his sword. You understand that part right there? Yeah, keep going.
You go back to the verse.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like art.
Oh, what you done with the definition?
It was one more.
Yeah, let's get the last one real quick.
To loosen or break up the soil about. So like there was one more that I like. To foster the growth of.
See, so this man, the North American Indian, had got educated on how to survive off the crops, off buffaloes. That's what I just said. You know what I mean? So we can go back to that Hachaanakah. Wow.
But by the end of the decade, very few natives remained anywhere in the southeastern United States.
Why is that? Why is that very few Native Americans were remained? Go ahead.
If I may, sir, I believe they were being pushed out.
Slaughtered. This is the Trail of Tears. They made you walk. And you know how many Native American Indians died during that? Hundred thousands. Could you imagine walking from Georgia all the way to Oklahoma? And in that area, probably take you about a month. Keep reading.
Working on behalf of white settlers.
Working on behalf of who?
White settlers.
Your oppressor, who is the devil.
White settlers.
Go ahead.
Who wanted to grow cotton on the Indians' land.
They wanted to grow cotton and have you Negroes pick it. On the land that they already cultivated, and you know what I'm saying, figured out on how to survive on this land. This is the oppressor doing this. You understand? That's in his bloodline. Keep reading.
The federal government forced them to leave their homelands.
Hold on, the federal government did what?
Forced them to leave their homelands.
How can you force somebody to do something? By the tip of the sword. That was Esau's blessing. And this is how you know they are Israelites, because we went through the same. We got forced too by this man. You understand? It's the same thing. The so-called Mexicans, the tribe of Issachar, give them a hand. They got forced too by the Spaniards, got conquered by the Spaniards, man. That's how you know they're Israelites too. I don't want to hear that garbage, man. What you better do is start doing research for one time in your life and get off the internet.
Right.
And get in class, man. You understand? This information that we bring to the four corners of the earth, we do it for free. You know what I'm saying? More importantly, we do it to help raise our nation and tell our people who the goddamn enemy is. Excuse my language. Go ahead.
Slacky, sir. If I may, just like a lot of people, they're numb. Like our oppressor is so evil, is that they make us numb to history.
That's right.
Like I just wanted to bring out a small example, if I may. Like brothers, I don't believe it's unlawful to gamble.
No, it's not unlawful.
But
it's not unlawful.
for example, like betting on sports and stuff like that, our people are kind of numb to it. Like, you should feel a little bad about it. You're kind of betting on how they play. Doesn't it kind of feel like slavery or?
Well, where there's no transgression, there's no law. So you know what I'm saying. You just want to be a little careful on that part. It's not a sin or a transgression of the law to make a bet. But anything you do to the point where it's overdone, you know what I'm saying, it can become a sin. You know what I'm saying? Like if you betting to the point where it's affecting you on paying your bills at the crib, or it's affecting you on holding certain things down in your day-to-day life, and then you probably need counseling. You know what I'm saying? But to make a bet or to shoot dice, it's not a sin. Is it the wisest thing if you don't have brotherhood and discipline? Is it the wisest thing to be out here shooting dice with brothers? It's not. It's not. And of course, everybody knows the terrible news that everybody got with the brother. What's his name? Takeoff with the Migos. Yeah, they said that they was into that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of endless stories about brothers shooting dice. You understand? Because why? They're at this point they're gambling. They're overdoing it. Like you gambling funds that you know you don't have, and then when you start losing, now you mad. You know what I'm saying? And then the hatred for another black man comes out, and then next thing you know, bang. But like General Shalimar said, they was down in Houston. Let's get it, Big Ben, tenfold. And everybody was properly armed. You know what I'm saying? According to Esau's law, some brothers can have license to carry guns. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Then nothing happened with us because why? We have brotherhood. And if you don't search out your forefathers and how the nation operated before you learn the truth, you ain't gonna know. You understand? I've been to many Passovers, been to many barbecues. I've never seen no fight. I've never seen it. All I seen was excellent brotherhood. And a lot of brothers saying, "Con, I don't want con." And running and racing to go get the order done. You know what I'm saying? They come down the pipeline. That's what I've seen since I've been in this school. You understand? Let's stay focused though on getting the article. Christ. Let me see. What this is on? You made sure we visible on Facebook. Yeah, I believe we're visible on Facebook for sure. Yeah, so I'll check the questions. You can keep going.
Detroit, Israel.
Working on behalf of white settlers who wanted to grow cotton on the Indians' land.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
The federal government forced them to leave their homelands and walk hundreds of miles to a specially designated Indian territory.
You see what that's hitting on the reservations. They made them walk hundreds of miles. Think about when you drive to another zone, like goddamn, I'm ready to get out this car. I've been driving for a long time. I want to stretch my leg. They had to walk all those miles. You understand? Why? Because he wanted to stress. He wanted to exercise his ability to rule over people with the might of his sword. You understand? If you see 3 or 4 people get murked, you're gonna be like, okay, I better listen to him because I don't want to get murked.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do what this devil is telling me to do, and that's what he is. What does the word devil mean? Liar and deceiver. And this man right here has deceived the whole 4 corners of the earth. What is the biggest lie? Caesar Borgia, which does not exist in the Holy Bible, man. Right. You understand? But meanwhile, you can go to any black Christian church in North America, and you see a different vision of the man that everybody knows as Jesus Christ, Yahweh Mashiach in the Hebrew. We see two different identities. You know what I'm saying? or descriptions of what this man looked like. And why? Because he wants to be like God. You understand? And he knew if he lied and whitewashed the king of Israel, guess what? That's more control. You know what I'm saying? I hear a lot of times on social media, you know, y'all following Esau's words, y'all following what he told y'all to do. But if this was a book written by Esau, why is it a nigga Christ with woolly hair and red eyes in the book of Revelations? You got y'all. That's what you're gonna have to explain to me right there. You know what I'm saying? I don't see a blind-haired Caucasian in the Bible when they describe Christ. His skin was so brown, was so like as if it burnt in the furnace. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we got to deal with. Number one, that's strike number one for Christians right there. If y'all say color don't matter. If color didn't matter, why is it recorded in the Bible? Because why? It does matter. It does matter. You know what I'm saying? And that's very important right there. And if black and Hispanic men knew that, black and brown brothers knew that the greatest man ever walked the face of the earth, that he looked like you, what is that going to do for your confidence level? You know what I'm saying? You're not going to put your head down when you walk past a heathen. You're going to say, you know what? I descend from the greatest man that ever walked the face of the earth. Kanye West is saying it now publicly. Kyrie Irving saying it publicly. He said, we God show the people. You understand? And because he's saying the truth and it's so controversial, the white man the oppressor got to penalize you and take your money. Now, go ahead. What you had?
I was just gonna say, I've seen a video of Floyd Mayweather saying he was bigging up Kyrie Irving for standing up. So it seemed like, you know, some people.
Go ahead, Salaki, bro. Go ahead.
Well, I just seen a video of Circus today of Floyd Mayweather. I don't know if it just came out or sometime recently, but he was saying big up to Kyrie Irving for standing up. You know,
saying the truth.
Some athletes they're not doing it. He was like,
and why are they saying the truth? Because of the tireless work that these priests in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge is doing under the Most High Christ and the Commander Hachaanakah. Very well trained men. That's why. They watching your classes. They watching your breakdowns. That's why. So we got to keep going. We got to keep pushing this truth. No matter how hard this hell get on you, you got to keep pushing this thing to the end. Like the scripture said, endure to the end. So this is why the classes are so important. So you can really get the guts of what the Bible is talking about. You know what I'm saying? And properly get these breakdowns. Otherwise, you just be like a Christian pastor if you really don't have these breakdowns and precepts as we've been taught. You get my point? So let's keep reading that article.
This difficult and oftentimes deadly journey is known as the Trail of Tears.
This difficult what?
This difficult and oftentimes deadly journey.
A deadly journey. Like, come on, man. And this man he's going to keep doing it to you. It's a deadly journey. North American Indians, they know they're the children of Israel. Why you think they rock fringes with the border of blue? Because they didn't break off from their heritage. A lot of them knew, just like a lot of slaves knew when they got in Florida. You understand? From them slave ports in the Caribbean islands. You know what I'm saying? That's where Abba Bivens learned the truth from, ex-slaves. Because some of them still had the truth. Why do you think your oppressor, if you got caught reading the Bible, if he wrote it, if you got caught reading it, why would he burn your eyes out? Because he knew your nationality. The problem is we didn't. You understand? Keep reading.
The Indian problem. White Americans, particularly those who live on the western frontier, often feared and resented the Native Americans.
You see, they feared them because they, number one, the tribe of Gad, they stuck together. You understand? They stuck together. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing with when we was in Egypt. And they said, man, don't let them Hebrews get mighty and strong. Because they're gonna be more powerful than us. Why do you think they dropped bombs on Tulsa, Oklahoma? The same thing. There's nothing new under the sun. This man has had the same spirit since Cain,
Right.
who was the first murderer in the earth. You understand that part right there? Keep reading.
They encountered. To them, American Indians seemed to be an unfamiliar alien people who occupied land that white settlers wanted and believed they deserved.
You see that? He has that same spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like all the blood, sweat, and murder that this man has created in the earth. How could he not be the devil, man? 77 million Native American Indians got slaughtered. And in our ignorance, in America today, we celebrate Thanksgiving, which has nothing to do with the Bible or God. So what in the hell is the Christian church teaching, man? Go ahead. Excuse my language.
So it's like, if I may, I was just thinking too. So like, our oppressor is so evil.
It's ridiculous.
You think about 9/11, they'll make you, all the people think it wasn't a bad thing and make us feel like it's some outside force did it.
Mm-hmm.
When in actuality, your own government, people are in cahoots.
Mm-hmm.
And Osama bin Laden or Saddam, whichever the brother, was working with our government the whole time. And we, people who don't know our information, history, we don't know what's going on.
We don't know. You got to lock in. You got to lock into history. You know what I'm saying? Like even sometimes when I hold these classes down, I learn things that I didn't know. I'm like, yeah, I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? Like the more I dive deep into this archaeology and artifacts, I'd be like, wow, I didn't know that part right there. Thank God I'm taught and teaching it now. You know what I'm saying? So history is absolutely important for sure. Go ahead.
It's like, sir, about me, that's heavy because it's like us as being Israelites, even if we in the world or outer world, it's almost like we have a good sense of gauging our oppressors sometimes, because you can tell if they have a spirit on them where they like forgiving a little bit,
right,
or if they don't, real proud, and stuff like that. You can tell if they know history or they don't.
And guess what? Some of them know history.
Kind.
Some of them know it. So, and then some of them know. Like, especially when we at camp, why you think we get all them boo pictures? Because they know what we saying is the truth. You understand? And that's heavy with what you said right there. Let's keep reading this article though. It's a very heavy article we pulled right here.
Some officials in the early years of the American Republic, such as President George Washington.
Such as who?
President George Washington.
Yeah, and this is what we do. We really expose who these people are, man.
Right.
You understand? I'm not up here saying nothing that how I feel or emotional about a certain thing. I'm bringing on history. I'm bringing on facts.
Right.
Let's talk about one of your presidents, okay? And then because I bring this history out, they're gonna say, "Oh, they're a hate group."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or it's a cult. No, we just happen to be black men that's scholars. You understand? According to the Bible. And we saying what your Christian pastors don't have the balls to say. Excuse my language. Don't have the cohans to say. You understand that part? Keep reading.
Such as President George Washington believed that the best way to solve this Indian problem.
You see that? To solve this, how are they the problem? They're native, they're indigenous people to this land. Then you slaughter 77 million of them, and then you make a football called the Redskins. Now, if a black man had a league and had a team called the White Skins, this man would go to war with you. You understand? That's why and we've been pushing this truth so hard. It's not Washington Redskins does not exist no more, because me and my brothers, we've been pushing the truth in history so hard on what the Native American Indians went through. You know what I'm saying? What is it called now? The Nationals?
They're
the Washington Nationals. It's not the Redskins, because we blaze on the atrocities that's been committed against Native American Indians. And, you know what I'm saying? He finally got it. Like, you know what? We got to change this. You understand? If you didn't change, you'd be a hypocrite, which he is. You get my point? Let's keep reading.
Take time. Solve this Indian problem was to simply civilize the Native Americans.
What does that mean when they say I want to civilize the Native American Indians? He want to put his foot down on your neck and tell you what the hell you got to do and where you should cultivate the land, or how many buffalo you should be you know what I'm saying, benefiting from. You understand? And then on top of that, I want to solve this Indian problem. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna kill all these buffalo because I know y'all that's how y'all survive through the winters. You understand? Like I've seen pictures in history books, the buffaloes stacked tall, dead buffaloes stacked taller than buildings. Why would you do that? Because you got to be the devil in the earth that the Bible is talking about, man. Go ahead, what you got?
So I just wanted to give you the definition of civilized.
Most High Christ, let's go.
In the Merriam-Webster dictionary, the definition of civilized: to cause, to develop out of a primitive state. It's like definition number 2, to acquire the customs and amenities of a civil community.
And that's what he did. Read that last part again.
To acquire the customs.
To acquire the customs, meaning I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this right here. You know what I'm saying? To acquire the customs, meaning I'm gonna use how you use to survive. But guess what? At the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you how much you can do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna oppress you with what you taught me. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let's go to a precept. I need Psalms 55 and 20. Psalms 55 and 20. Psalms 55 and 20.
In the book of Psalms, chapter 55 and verse 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
You see that? So I'm on the surface, it looked like I'm coming in peace, but I really got a different agenda. And that's exactly how the oppressor came against the Native American Indians. Right there, it's in the Bible. Read it again.
He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant.
He did what?
He hath broken his covenant.
How many what is the word I'm looking for? How many it's a word that I'm looking for, like agreement. He had so many agreements with the Native American Indians. I think I'm getting the word right now. It's not popping in my brain. I'm getting a little rusty, lucky. But he had how many treaties? There we go. How many treaties did he have with the North American Indians? Let's get that on. Let's get that. You know what I'm saying? We can look. We can look that up. I don't have to guess. You know what I'm saying? Just put it in your Google machine. He had over like, I want to say like over 100 peace treaties with the North American Indians. He didn't keep not one. Why? Because he's the devil in the earth. Go ahead. What you got?
This is a Google search, sir. Nearly 400 treaties were signed between Indian tribes in the United States.
You see that right there? And he didn't keep not one. He didn't keep one. You understand? Because why? His words are smoother than butter, but war. You understand? The deadly journey from all the way to this side of the country, all the way over here, that's what he did to these people. Now you walking over the bones of the North American Indians, and we barely can find our brothers and sisters, man. Because they got slaughtered so much. Go ahead.
In the article, sir, it says, from 1778 to 1871,
go ahead.
The United States government entered into more than 500 treaties with the Native American tribes.
And didn't keep one. Keep reading.
All of these treaties have since been violated.
All of these treaties have been what?
Violated.
I just said it. They didn't keep one. All of them was violated. All of them was violated. Keep going.
In some way or outright broken by the U.S. government.
Outright broken. They didn't give a damn. They didn't give a damn. All right, like, you know what? I don't care what I said. This is what I'm gonna do. You understand? Keep going.
Native Americans and First Nations peoples are still fighting for their treaty rights in federal courts.
And when we say the oppressor is the devil, y'all look at us like we evil. We just being factual on the crimes that your forefathers committed. You understand that part right there? I'm not lying. It's facts. It's happened. Go ahead.
Sir. So like it, sir, I just thought about it. It's funny when people say, hey, I'm just a messenger. Don't kill the messenger.
Exactly.
Until it's priest of providence of the ISUPK.
There you go. When you see a nigga with excuse my language, you see a brother with beards and braids, you know what I'm saying, that look like he some Negro in the hood that don't know nothing, you're gonna get a shockwave.
Right.
You understand? Because why? We very well trained and we're scholars. We study. You understand? All this is not our words. It's not the UPK words. This is your oppression holding the history right here. You understand? These are events that actually happened. Keep reading what you got.
Like I said, that was it on that.
That was it on that one? Okay. No sweat. Let's move on to the let's jump back to that precept, Psalms 55 and 20. You can start at 21 real quick. Yeah, Psalms 55 and 21.
In the book of Psalms, chapter 55 and verse 21, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
I mean, he had a smooth mouthpiece. You know what I'm saying? He was real. Hey, how's it going, guys? Even when you go to your slavery, his mouth was what?
Smoother than butter.
Even when you're dealing with Esau's patrol system. It might sound, a lot of times they might come off smoother than butter. Before you know it, you're gonna be in the back of a car. You understand why? Because he's hunting your footsteps. You can't even go out in the earth. You understand? You can't even go out in the earth and go about your daily life because why? This man is hunting your footsteps. I'm in class right now. I'm gonna call you when I get done with this. Go ahead.
But war was in his heart.
What does the heart mean?
Your mind, sir.
War was in this man's heart, and that's what he did to the Native American Indians. You understand? He come off with a smooth mouthpiece and all that, but no, he really want to just kill you, man. Especially nowadays. That's in his heart. Before he pull you over, it's already in his mind. Like they drop bombs in that church with all them little black girls, man. Like, this man right here is an untamed lion. That's just you black people gotta understand it, man. He hates you. He hates you. Precept. And I heard General Muhammad. I always quote General Muhammad because what an excellent teacher the school has, man. Yeah, let's clap it up for General Muhammad one time. You know what I'm saying? General Muhammad is the teacher of teachers, man. You know what I'm saying? And we get all that knowledge, and we get all that knowledge from the Most High Christ under Commander General Hachaanakah. And that's what type of brothers Commander General Hachaanakah is raising up in this nation. Powerful brothers like General Muhammad. You understand? General Mayaki Allah. You understand? I can go on and on. General Shawarma. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the 7 heads of this school because if I didn't have this knowledge, who knows where I would be. Probably would be bad. Yeah, Most High Christ. Hell yeah. All the powerful captains. You know what I'm saying? Captain Mawaquad. You understand? Captain Tazariak. All the 13,000s, the 10,000s. Captain Sok G, man. You understand? Captain Kahan Thumyat. You know what I'm saying? Captain Yadi. I could go on and on. You know what I'm saying? This scholars set up across this globe to push this truth. And keep going.
It's likely, sir. The precept I had was in Genesis, in the book of Genesis, chapter 27, and verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob.
Esau did what?
Esau hated Jacob.
And he hates you right now, 2022. But if you tell a Christian man this, he gonna be like, man, y'all the hate group.
Right.
Esau did what?
Hated Jacob.
Why? Why did he hate Jacob?
Because of the blessing.
Because of what?
Because of the blessing.
Go ahead.
Wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart,
There we go again. The heart. It's talking about the mind. Go ahead. Keep reading.
Hachaanakah. The days of mourning for my father are at hand.
Mm-hmm.
Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
I would do what?
Slay my brother Jacob.
And he's slaying you right now on camera in 2022. He's just not gonna stop. Matter of fact, give me the precept. Perpetual hatred. You know which one that is? Give me perpetual hatred real quick, and then we can get back into the articles. When these precepts get to flowing, it'd be hard to kind of, it's a little difficult to get back and get with the articles when the Bible started talking. But yes, Sirski. I need that perpetual hatred as well. You understand? Why am I pulling this? Because we know for a fact that the oppressor has had a perpetual hatred against the children of Israel. You understand that part right there? Built this town with blood. Go ahead. Read what you got.
In the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
That's had a what?
For a perpetual hatred.
Keep reading.
And has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword.
By the force of what?
Of the sword.
And what was Esau's blessing? That has it. Read it again. Read it one more time.
And has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword.
Mm-hmm.
In the time of their calamity. In the time that their iniquity had an end.
That's what's up. Keep reading.
Verse 6. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, I will prepare thee unto blood.
I will do what?
Prepare thee unto blood.
And that's the whole point. There's one more precept, and then we're gonna go into the next article. I need to get a woe to a man that built a town with blood. Because that's exactly what the hell your oppressor did. You know what I'm saying? Slaughtering 77 million Native American Indians. You understand? It's not our words, but that's what he did. He built this town on blood, on the blood and sweat and tears of Black and Hispanic people, man. You understand? What does the word woe mean? Destruction.
Right.
This book is not all hugs and kisses. That's not in this book right here. You know what I'm saying? And that's why the Christian church should just say, you know what? We just gonna have a concert. You shouldn't even have the Bible in there. Just say, hey, we having a concert. I would respect Christians more if they just took the Bible out of there and said, you know what? We're just gonna have a concert. Let's sing and dance, and then if you suffer from this kind of mental disease, you can be a whore and a whoremonger too in here. You understand? Y'all don't have no business with the Bible in that church, in that building, because you're not doing nothing to say to do. You understand? Matter of fact, you're really disrespecting the Most High. That's why Christ went in there and whooped them Sadducees and Pharisees out the temple. Go ahead, read what you got. You can, go ahead.
It's like, man, I was going to say that it's almost like they're really doing a disservice by even having the scriptures inside there.
A heathen should not have the Holy Scrolls.
Okay.
Yeah, they shouldn't even have that book in their possession. Because number one, the word holy needs to be separate. So this is a separate book or separate book of rules that was only given to one people on the earth, one given to every nation. Don't let me, I'm probably gonna fade off my topic if I keep going how I'm going. But read what you got.
In the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 12.
There you go. Yep.
Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood.
Let's start at verse 11. Woe to him that built a town with blood. What nation in the earth has built these kingdoms with blood? Who? Go ahead. Wasn't us. We on the bottom. Go ahead. Who?
The Esau and the heathen nations.
The heathen nations, man. You know what I'm saying? Even the Arabs had a hand in your slavery. They built the goddamn they built the ships. You know what I'm saying? So they got their hand was in this blood too. Keep going.
In the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 11. For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer. Verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood.
Woe, destruction to this person that did this thing. That's why you got to go in slavery. You understand? That's why you the whole nation of Esau is going to be decimated according to what precept? It's going to be over with. The whole nation of Esau is going to be decimated, and we could prove it. You want Obadiah? You understand? For what he did to the Native American Indians. You know what I'm saying? All those atrocities, that deadly journey that we just talked about in the Trail of Tears. You got to pay for that. Because wow, we got a power that we serve that's a just God, and He's not going to just let another nation kill His favorite people. You know what I'm saying? His chosen people. And when you say that, they say, "Oh no, you anti-Semitic." You know what I'm saying? How can we be if we are the true Jews that the Bible speaks of? Because the Jewish man didn't come over here on cargo slave ships. Guess what Mexicans did? So-called Negroes did, you know what I'm saying? And because of those crimes, they think we caught up in skin color. That's not our whole point. You know what we call it in? The crimes that this man has done, that I'm bringing out right now. Keep reading.
Build a town with blood. Establish a city by iniquity.
You see that? He established this city with iniquity. How did he establish this city with iniquity? Go ahead.
Like it's by colonization.
No sweat. Go ahead.
Colonization.
Kill everybody. You understand? And then lied to us. Oh, I'm coming in peace. Iniquity. Oh, how many peace treaties did he break?
Over 500.
Now we reading the Bible, and you see how the Bible going with history. That's why that Bible's so real. Keep going.
Verse 13. Behold, it is not of the Lord of hosts that the people shall labor in the very fire, and the people shall weary themselves for very vanity. Verse 14. For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, as the waters cover the sea.
You see that? How is the earth being filled with the waters? Us brothers going out there pushing the Bible. You know what I'm saying? The Bible flows like waterfalls. Like it's very easy to get off your topic if you keep going precept on precept. And before you know it, you'd be pulled like 10 or 20 precepts, man. Keep reading.
Verse 15. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and maketh him drunken also.
You see that? That's your oppressor putting a stumbling block to you. He's saying he giving you all these things that's against the Most High, that he know that your carnality is going to enjoy, but according to God, it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? The weed. You know what I'm saying? That right, that's what it's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Too much, believe it or not, too much strong drink. You gotta really watch your volume of strong as a priest. You know what I mean? It's easy. Sometimes it can get away from you, and I get it. You know what I mean? We all have, but as a commandment of God, you should not be a drunkard. And what does that mean? That means when your level of strong drink, it causes you to break the laws of God. It causes you to be out of order. I use those words very wisely. You know what I'm saying? It causes you to be out of order sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get to that point, yeah, it's a sin. You know what I'm saying? And brothers over me tell me all the time, and the UPK, we don't advocate you to turn up like that to the point that you just out of your mind, like you just not yourself. We don't do that in here. But can I have a drink? Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah. Excuse my language. They accuse Christ of being a wine bibber, right?
Oh God.
Because he liked to drink wine all the time. But if it's not causing you break the protocol or the laws of God, you are good. You can have as much as you can handle. But now if I catch you out there, if I catch one of the brothers out there laying on the ground with the pants down, it's a problem right there. All right, so let's get back. Let's get the next article.
Sir.
This is a heavy topic I brought up. You know what I mean? So shout out to all the Gadites that's in the school. You know what I'm saying? The northern tribes that's holding it down. Hell yeah! Shout out to y'all. You know what I mean?
American Jews, Native Americans, and Jews.
Native Americans and who?
And Jews.
Go ahead.
The Lost Tribes episode.
Wait.
An all too forgotten historical debate.
Let's go.
In the 8th century BCE, the Assyrians dispersed the kingdom of Israel.
The Assyrians did what?
Dispersed the kingdom of Israel.
Right, because the southern kingdom was who? Who was in the southern kingdom? Benjamin, Judah, Levi. So the northern kingdom, tribe of Gad, Issachar, you know what I'm saying, that northern kingdom, they got conquered by the Assyrians. You understand? Your oppressor know your history, but we don't. That's why these classes are so heavy, man. So we can really get people to understand. Go ahead.
It's like I haven't seen the movie, the new Black Panther that came out.
Okay.
But it's heavy. I heard that they instituted some Latinos, tribes inside the movie.
Mm-hmm.
That just shows you that, it's something going on. It's like they know our history. Like they're
for sure.
That's not ironic that in the next Wakanda movie, then they're gonna put a little Mexicans in it. Something going on.
Come. Keep going. Keep reading.
Come. Giving life and legend to the lost tribes.
Mm-hmm.
The repatriation of these lost tribes eventually became an integral part of the Jewish and Christian messianic dream.
Go ahead.
And there have been lost tribe speculations about numerous discovered populations.
Mm-hmm.
One of the most fascinating and unfortunately forgotten such discussions centered on the Native Indians. Such discussions centered on the Native Americans. How did American Jews respond to this?
Mm-hmm.
Why and how did Jews credit or discredit it? What did these theories signify about American Jewish agendas? And
you see that? You slow down. Slow down now.
Oh God.
He said American Jewish. They're letting you know right there. It's not talking about the real Jews. It's talking about the converts.
Okay.
That's so offended that we come out and say we the Jews. That's what it's. Read it again.
Okay. What did these theories signify about American Jewish agendas?
American Jewish agendas, and that's what Kanye West is attacking right. That part right there, the American Jewish agenda.
Okay.
And what is the agenda that they make all that money off of? Nigga, I'm gonna shoot you in the head. I'm gonna have sex with your wife. Nigga, that. And they making billions of dollars off that. While our rappers are getting murdered every day. And they capitalizing off your murder, man. This is crazy, man. Go ahead.
It's like that Jewish Lionel Cohen said on Breakfast Club 2 weeks ago. He said, Jeremiah Brogan, he said, I got family, I got kids.
Right, I seen that.
Sounds just like a dope dealer.
I seen that. And Charlemagne, the guy was like, man, you don't think that's hypocritical? You know what I'm saying? He was like, no, he trying to, and at the end of the day, he was really trying to cut Charlemagne. Charlemagne wasn't having it. He like, you don't think that's hypocritical though? Y'all capitalize off this right here. That's what y'all pushing. Like, no, I'm going about talent. No, you're not. You going after what you know you're gonna make money off of. That's at the end of the day. That's what it's about, money. You understand? And if you don't agree or follow their agenda, guess what? Either you're gonna get suspended, you're not gonna get paid, or you're gonna get your videos flagged. You understand? If you're not pushing their agenda, and especially if you're challenging it or going against it. People got to recognize that. Like the Jewish Amalek runs everything. The whole entertainment industry, the banks, the diamond districts, they run everything. Go ahead, what you got?
Movies too, sir.
It's gone. Entertainment, gone.
And I was just gonna say, sir, even with like Kyrie Irving and Nick Cannon, just for those examples, people who stood up before, they made Nick Cannon literally sit down and like go to class with the Jewish man.
They made him do that, and he did it too. You know why? To protect his bag. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why, before our videos and our camp videos, what does it say? What does that disclaimer say?
Don't try this at home.
Don't try this at home. You understand? Because these men in these videos are very well trained.
Damn right.
You understand? You can't watch a couple of our videos and go out there and try to, you know what I'm saying, and try what you see us doing. It's not gonna work out for you. You understand? The real celebrities reside in this school under the Most High Christ and the Commander Hachaanakah. That's obvious. You understand? My brothers happen to be better than your favorite rappers. Salaki. You know what I'm saying? I don't even have to battle. It's no debate. It's the proof. You better look us up. Shout out to 144 Rebel. My nigga. Go ahead.
Just like the quote Captain Tawar, he said, you know, basically to be an Israelite, you know, want to be an Israelite, you're going to need more than fringes.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to have to get in these scriptures.
Yeah.
That was heavy.
And what the captain was saying is it's a spiritual thing. You could put a head wrap on all day, sis, and say Khan, I don't want Khan, but if you're not behaving like you're committed to, it's for nothing. You might as well just be in a Christian church. You know what I'm saying? And that's not to none of my sisters in this school, but some sisters outside the school put it out there like they're righteous, and they're not. You understand? Like Paul said, the law is spiritual. It's not carnal. And why is the law spiritual? I love touching down on this because it's so heavy. Why is the law spiritual?
The law is spiritual because if I may say, you know, everybody may not be following. You know, the crowd may not be following. You know, you know, it's kind of a lonely walk to a degree. You know, because you're not following, doing what the world is doing.
There you go. There you own it right there. The law requires you to do something that your flesh might not always want to do. Like before the truth. You understand? You tell a black person they can't eat shrimp, pork, crab, and lobster, they're gonna look at you like you a damn fool. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean I can't eat? I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the law is spiritual because once again, the law requires you to do something that you may not always want to do. You get my point? So we're gonna stay focused on these articles and we about to wrap this up. We got a late start today. Israel, no sweat. We're gonna, Lord willing, we rocking and rolling with these history classes every Monday, man. You understand? And that's the whole point right there. Bring out these articles and then also precept the scriptures to show you that what we're saying is the truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying something that's in my brain or how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I just happen to be trained and educated to bring you what this truth is really about. You understand? And on top of that, most importantly, the history of the atrocities of our forefathers, man. You understand? And that's also another scripture. Oppression make a wise man mad. And when I see what my brothers and sisters had to go through, black and Hispanic people, you know what I'm saying, all the atrocities they went through, it makes me angry. And guess what? Because that makes me angry, it makes me wise too, like the Bible said. Precept.
Okay. In the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 7, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Surely what?
Oppression maketh a wise man mad.
And who are the most oppressed people in this kingdom right here, man? It's not the Jewish, man. Read it again.
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
It doesn't say maybe oppression make a wise man mad. It says surely. This is for show right here. That's how you know a black person with black man wrote this book too. You see it for show, surely for show. You understand? For show, oppression make a black and Hispanic man mad. And when I go in these articles and read the atrocities, it makes me angry.
Oh God.
Because I'm wise. I'm not a dummy. You understand? Junior Miami said, stop being dumb all your life. You can't be dumb your whole life. You understand? Oppression make me mad. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? It makes me so mad that I go out there in them corners and call the oppressor the devil to his face and tell my people to stop sinning against the Most High God that created the heavens and the earth. That's my job right there as a priest and officer in the school, man. And yours as well. Keep going.
Finish on that verse, sir?
Come, yep.
And a gift destroyeth the heart.
What is the gift? You get this $100 million contract, man. You understand? You get a couple dollars from your oppressor, and then before you know it, you promoting evil things and evil songs to your people that he's going to capitalize off and get rich off of, man. Before you know it, you could be $100 million man, but guess what? At the end of the day, if he say, Negro, you can't work here no more. Look at Colin Kaepernick. A gift, you could take that on the front end, you could take that gift, but he's the oppressor. So if he tell you can't play in the National Football League, what's going to happen? Colin Kaepernick probably still can be effective right now playing football. But because he stood with what Wood was talking about and saying, you know what, I'm tired of my people being oppressed, man. I'm tired of seeing my people go through this daily hell that they in every day. What they do to Colin Kaepernick?
Kick him out. They blackball.
And the same thing gonna happen to a lot of these celebrities that's watching our videos and trying to do what we do. Same thing gonna happen to them. A gift destroyed their heart. You know what I'm saying? You take a bag from the so-called oppressor. At the end of the day, it's gonna destroy you. Go ahead.
So it's like that's heavy because that shows you like Blackwatch. Captain Hachaanakah was talking about it last night about Shaquille O'Neal and just certain players and just traders. Like it just shows you once they start making a certain amount of money, they almost like start to feel that they're not black no more. Like they're not. Like they really forgot where they came from.
God, Most High Christ. Yeah, that's heavy. That's heavy what you said. Let's stay where we at. And then we're gonna get the next article. We're gonna wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? We started a little late. No sweat though. Yep.
Verse 8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit.
You see that part right there? So this is the whole point. Oppression make us mad, angry. And how do I learn about oppression? I have to go into the history and look at what the atrocities and the crimes that these people have done to our people that they have not been held accountable for yet. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it say I seen a prince walking on the ground, and I seen a servant riding high on a horse. That's talking about your oppressor over the top of you right now, black man, Hispanic man. You understand that part right there? Let's grab the next article. We're gonna wrap it up, man. Most High Christ.
A theory is born. One of the first books to suggest the Native American lost tribe theory was written by a Jew.
It was written by who?
By a Jew.
So they know that the tribe of God is one of the 12 lost tribes. He just said it. He know. Let's read it. Can you name the author and the name of that article again before you keep going? Just let them know who the author is and what article is, where it's coming from.
This article is from the American Jews. Titled Native Americans and Jews, the Lost Tribes Episode, an all too forgotten historical debate by David Kaufman. We're in the second paragraph. A theory is born.
Go ahead.
One of the first books to suggest the Native American lost tribe theory was written by a Jew. The Dutch rabbi scholar and diplomat Manasseh ben Israel. In the Hope of Israel, 1650, Ben Israel suggested that the discovery of the Native Americans, a surviving remnant of the Assyrian exile.
You see that we just read this part right here. We just read it.
Oh God.
They are survivors of the Assyrian what?
Exile.
Yeah. That's how they got on excuse me. They got on canoes, little boats, and came over here to this land. Read it again.
God. Ben Israel suggested that the discovery of the Native Americans, a surviving remnant of the Assyrian exile, was a sign heralding the Messianic era. Just 1 year later, Thomas Thorogood published his bestseller, Jewish in America, or Probabilities that those Indians are judicial.
Those Indians are what?
Judicial.
Yeah, they descend from the 12 lost tribes of Israel. And people know that. People know this. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Judaism. Made more probable by some additionals to the formal conjectures. The lost tribe idea found favor among early American notables, including Cotton Mather, the influential English minister, Elias Boudinot, the New Jersey lawyer who was one of the leaders of the American Revolution, and the Quaker leader William Penn. The notion was revived after James Adair, a 40-year veteran Indian trader and meticulous chronicler of the Israelite features of Native American religion and social custom, wrote the history of the American Indians, containing an account of their origin, language, manners, religion, and civil customs in 1775.
My whole scope of my class is searching of what our forefathers did, and they knew. They just said it again. You know what I'm saying? That's so heavy, man, when you're teaching these classes and you going into archaeology and putting precepts with it. It's going to say the same thing. It's going to keep saying the same thing. Because why? It's the truth. You know what I'm saying? We're not making this up. We went over a little bit, Israel. We got a little late start. With that being said, we're gonna conclude this class. I'm Officer Shawak holding it down for the Israelite School of UPK, Detroit Zone, under the Most High Christ and the Commander Johnny over the mighty men above me in this zone that raised me up, man. And Lord willing, we're gonna keep rocking and rolling every day, every Monday. Shalom, Israel. It's my time.